Alright guys, so today I'm going to be reacting to and breaking down Gravity by the Tedeschi Trucks Band, the live version that recently came out. This is actually inspired by the Michael Palmisano video. In there he talks about this cool technique that Derek Trucks is using during the solo. So I want to give more clarity to that and appreciate the whole solo too. So let's get straight into it. I'll pull it up here. Here it comes, here it comes. Filthy, man. Phrasing. Woo. Yeah. Keep going. Get the fuck out of here. Chills, man. That's unfucking believable. Unbelievable. Yeah, let's cut it there. Yeah, I mean, you get chills listening to that. I mean, that's unbelievable. The one thing that really stands out is just the feel and the phrasing, the way he sings those high notes with the guitar, man. That's amazing. So I want to go through this, and kind of break it down little by little. It's mostly sticking around this one area. So let's take it phrase by phrase and kind of go through each one of them. All right. Woo! So to answer Michael Palmisano's question of what's that effect? What is that sound? So he's playing in octaves, right? So in open E, the first string, the high E, is the same as the fourth string, the middle E. Right? So when you play them in unison, you get this octave effect rather than, or unison is, right? And it's comparable to me on a piano, digging in octaves. Get this really loud, kind of rounded out sound. But to take it even further, it's not just playing the same notes exactly in octaves. It's not just... He has this effect of tilting the slide, or rather he tilts the slide, and this kind of gives the effect of two notes competing with each other. So let me demonstrate. So this is directly in octaves, but if we tilt the slide, we get that sound. Right, so taking an octave up, you get this really raucous, powerful sound. And so he's utilizing that throughout this solo. So now that that's cleared up, let's kind of break down the phrasing of these licks. Man, that's so cool. Right, so what he's doing there, that initial slide up, he's starting on the 2, getting to the minor third there, and then jumping back to the 1. He's doing that in these octaves with the slide slightly tilted. Then he jumps down to the B string in octaves again. The second string is a B string, and the 5th string is also a B string. So when you play them in unison, you get octaves. So he's doing this Mixolydian lick starting on the flat 7. That's flat 7, 6, 5. Then he's trilling down on the B strings from 4 to minor third, and then getting back to 1 on the B strings down here. Right, so that's a super cool lick. You don't even need to do that in octaves. You get this. It's a great single string line. Great, so let's keep moving here. So. One more time, the screen froze a little there. There it is. Oh! Love that Duane Allman influence. So that minor third 1 thing in octaves, and then flat 7, and then this Duane Allman thing. 5/4 on the B, minor third on the G sharp, then 1/1 on the middle E. So, and then I play the next part. That's the first part, and then the next part. Minor third sliding up, 1 on the middle E, 5 on the B, 4 on the B, then bend that minor third. So all that together. And then faster. So that's an awesome Duane Allman inspired lick. Right, because he's taking these Duane Allman licks that we all know and love, and he's just kind of extrapolating them. Right, so that's awesome. Let's keep moving. Woo! That slide. Phrasing. Yeah, so all of that there, you notice the. That's another Duane Allman thing. You know, we all know the, I think it's Statesboro Blues or Done Somebody Wrong. It's the same thing here. Bending that flat 7, then playing the similar lick that I explained like a few seconds ago. So that's kind of what he's doing there. You know, that's not so bad. I mean, again, but it's the phrasing, right? It's how he plays these notes so cleanly, so in time, so singing, you know? Right, and then there's that phrase. That right. Yeah, and then he ends it with something like that. Fuck. So. Whoa. I don't know which one. Yeah. So it's playing around with that. It's minor third 2-ish. But again, let's like, when you're doing this on the G sharp string, he's using his ear. He's, you know, going slightly further than that minor third. And then pulling back slightly further than minor third. Then kind of 2-ish, and then 1 on the middle E string. But I mean, the point of that is you've got to use your ear when you're doing these type of bends. So then, just to end off the phrase, he's doing a similar thing as before. Starting on that minor 7 or flat 7, and then bringing it back to that Duane Allman lick again. All right, sweet. Let's keep moving. Just going for it. Yeah, that pickup, that first. So the something like that. But I think the key takeaways there is that pickup, 5/6 on the B string, 1 on the E. But again, he's doing it in octaves, so you get this. And then reaching for the minor third. And again, it's that pulling and pushing off of that minor third that gives that effect. So see how I'm pulling past, coming back down. If I just stopped at the minor third, you would get a completely different effect that is less vocal. It would just be... Instead, it's... So this... verse... that. And he actually mixes both of those in there. Sometimes he's just going straight past that minor third. Sometimes he's wobbling on and off of it. And that just really, there's so much feel in that. Right? So that's the thing you want to take away from this. So let's keep moving. Yeah. Love it. Even that there, man, it's like he's only using a few notes, but he uses all these techniques, so each phrase sounds super fresh. It's like this combination of both melodic repetition and rhythmic repetition, right? Same notes. And then again, so he's doing this. The crux of that is that 1 flat 7 1. So he's picking the first few times, tagging it with the Duane Allman lick. Again, doing the same thing, picking each one, tagging it with the Duane Allman lick, same Duane Allman lick, but slightly different phrasing. Then he does. Notice that's different. He's not picking every note on that high E string. He's going instead of. Right, so it's the little things like that that really make his playing so refined. Right, so something like that. Right, so what I get out of that is, rhythmic, both rhythmic repetition where he's repeating, plucking the E string the first 2 times, and then the melodic repetition of using that Duane Allman lick, slightly different phrasing, and the same notes on the high E string. Right, so hopefully that makes sense. I think that's a big takeaway from what's going on in that particular phrase. So let's keep rolling. Yeah, let's stop there. What's going on? That right there, that's just a combination of flat 7 and 5, where the flat 7 is on the B string and the 5 is on the G sharp string. So he's just plucking them together all the way up here. I don't think he's giving vibrato either, which is a important distinction. When you give vibrato, it almost sounds too raucous, I would argue. And if you're hitting dead on, there's something that's a little more refined about that. And then he goes to this Mixolydian lick, flat 7, 6, just alternating between them on the B string, and then he tags it with the Duane Allman lick. Something like that. Right, so awesome. Let's keep rolling. Right. Something like that. So that's another Duane Allman thing. You know, you get the I can't remember what songs they're from. Maybe I think it's also Done Somebody Wrong or Statesboro. It's just playing off that thing where you're going between the 1 and the flat 7 on the E string, the middle E string, and the 5 on the B string. Then he does this really cool tag where he's utilizing the Albert King box that's on the G sharp string, which is, I think, heavily underutilized by a lot of slide players. So, you know, we have 1 and then minor 3rd on the G sharp, 4 on the G sharp 2, and then I can't tell if he's picking up the 5 on the G sharp, but it's coming from the same place. So something like that. That's what I'm hearing, at least. So let's keep moving. There it is. Woo! It's the same thing as before, just yeah, it's the same thing as before, playing with the octaves and playing with that minor 3rd and the 2. And then really going for it on what is that? That's going for the 4. And when you nail that with a cranked amp, there's something like euphoric about it. So killer. And then they start to bring it down now. So. Nailing that. Just nailing the home bass fret, right? So that's the whole solo. I hope you guys got something out of this. Personally, for me, when I hear those screaming octaves, man, it turns me inside out. I get chills all over my body. So an absolutely killer solo, but we wouldn't expect anything less, right? But if you guys have any videos of Derek solos that you want me to break down, just throw them in the comments and I'll check them out. Also, if you guys don't already know, my first video course, 50 slide licks in the playing styles of Duane Allman and Derek Trucks, is out. There's a link in the description if you're interested in that. Alright guys, take it easy.